What's up everybody, Mr. OG Games here, and today I wanted to bring you guys along when we finished the upgrade of Castle 34. As you can see, got one day, 18 hours, 18 minutes and some odd seconds. But as we had talked about in the video where we put our resources towards starting the Castle 34 build and put her in the oven, got her baking up, we had discussed timing it for the Strongest Lord event, and we did that. Power On came on phase 2, so I had planned it out to where I would be in either phases 1, 2, 3, or 4. As you can see the time allotted. If it was in that 4 stage, I would have had 5 hours or so, put me in the last stage, so it worked out well. I want to be in the top 10, and hopefully once we speed this up, we will be indeed in the top 10, because you can see right now I've not done any. I'm using this one up. The reason I'm not going to go the distance and save the 11 hours and some odd minutes of speed ups is that if we're not in that top 10, as you know, in mature realms, everybody's building bigger and bigger and bigger builds, so that'll give me enough time to maybe hit up a few of the other little things, like a couple of the mines here that I do need to bring up. I got a couple left. I was going to do a barracks, but I've decided to spend my iron in a couple different spots, plus I've got the troops training to where it's going to put me hopefully in the mix for the troop training without spending all my speed ups there. But before we hit this speed up button and see where it puts us in points, I want to take a look on the map here so we can just do kind of a comparison to what the 33 looks like, and then we're going to go ahead and complete it so we can see just that little bit of a transformation. It's not major. I think the top of the towers on the top there will change a little bit of the coloring around the star tips, and I think that's about it. But I wanted to put that look up on there, that way we can see kind of what it looks like compared to the 34 when we speed this thing up here. So let's get right to it. I've been waiting since restart, which has been about 12 hours ago, and I can't wait no more. So let's go ahead and go up to her, speed up. Now a couple other things here I'm looking at too. I could go ahead and just spend the gems to speed this up, but gems are my precious. You know, Lord of the Rings and Gollum, my precious. Yes, gems are my precious. So I'm gonna save those. Just go ahead and use these speed ups here. Let's see, we'll go ahead and get rid of the 8-hour ones there. All right, here we go. That'll keep us 25. Let's go ahead and use up these here, and this will do it. There we go, baby. Number 34. And you can see the amount of BP that added there. Now before we go in and take a look at where we're at in these points real quick, I do want to just go ahead and take a look and do a comparison now where we're at. As you can see, it did change the towers at the top for sure. Looks like it adds some greenery around the front of the star, just sort of that little grassy area in the 3rd row from the top, or from the bottom. And not much change at all, actually. Not much change. I know the lights coming out of it and emitting are a lot stronger as well. So no real big changes. No real big changes. But let's go ahead and jump back into the city. Let's go to the quest. Let's just get this reward real quick. 200 gems. Yay. Let's see here. Then we'll go. I'm kind of nervous to look at where I'm at now, but let's do it. And 14th, see, just like I said, I knew that would be very difficult to land in the top 10. You know, with mature builds like this, there are some other people that either have leveled up a castle and have already gotten a barracks or such. We're gonna try to just get in that top 10 to see if we can't at least finish in the top 10 for the gems. but not only for the gems, but for just getting in the top 10. That's about it. Right now we're at 34. And like I said, the next thing I'm doing from here is taking this level 31 barracks right here, and I'm gonna bring him up. I've got enough azurite to do 32 and 33, I think. So I'll only be collecting for a short while longer before I can go ahead and bump him right up pretty quick. So that's where we're at. 34 is done. 34 is meaning one thing to me, and that means I can focus on getting these barracks up to get me some T11s. I don't know what I'm gonna do first, honestly. I don't know if I'm gonna for sure work on one barrack right now and get that up to 34 before anything else. The second thing I'm gonna do, I was and probably still am gonna take the next barrack, raise that all the way up to 34 as well. Once I have two, I always like to have three. One for infantry, one for archers, one for mages. That's what I've always done in all my builds. I have at least 3 barracks at the top level so I can pump those out. And then I slowly work on the other 2 to bring them up. But it's very tempting to get the drill grounds going. As you can see, the azurite is where I'm lacking there. But it's very tempting because that's going to add 7.6k to my march, and I like the sound of that. But I like the sound of T11s too, and I can always use, you know, march expansions to keep that in perspective as far as getting my march up if I need it to. So what do you guys think? Think I stay with the barracks? What do you think I should do for the build? I know that the Mystic College will be the last thing that I do. Some of you guys may have already attempted some of those, but if you look into the Mystic College, just looking at one, I mean, the azurite alone for these things are killer. So that'll be probably the last thing I do, honestly. But what do you guys think? Do all the barracks, do 2 barracks, do 3, do drill grounds with it? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think that should be done, and I'd love to hear from you guys. But as always, if you guys like the video, smash the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.